right up there as well. Looking for the knock off the side of the map. Nero going to be able to find that. Breaks down the bubble. A lot of rockets being weaved in with Bionade. Sets up for the kill onto Mono. So first blood coming through here for the Pharah. APAC going to be desuited. Pilot form going to be killed off. Nene taken down by Krong, finding him with a hook shot combo. And it will be the Guangzhou Charge who are able to grab this first point.
Yeah, really nice start. I mean, that's that bridge control I was talking about. You get with the Pharah. These direct hits repeatedly with no one contesting him. Why would he ever use the barrage?
They get a hack onto Shu. I mean, that Mono can go in with a Primal Rage. They cannot get a sleep. They hack him out, though, and Hoxel does get taken down. Mono with the stomp finishes off the enemy Ana as the self-destruct will be used on the point by Hotba. We'll be able to make it back into the mech, and finally it seems like NYXL are showing some real signs of life as they come up with multiple kills. Both support goes for the EMP, manages to find two. Krong and Char both going to be hacked, gets a follow-up onto Happy, finishes them off with a headshot. Krong falls low, takes a breather, gets some burst healing as well, and suddenly NYXL are going to be taking this to double OT. 95% of the board currently here for themselves as Guangzhou Charge have to step onto the point, and so far no one is doing that. Can they make it? The answer is going to be no. 199%. Happy. That slight little high ground, little height advantage as he moves to the top of the stairs, instead drops back down here with the rest of the squad. Sees the teleporter come out. It looks like he will not be able to make it through. 4 kills instantly coming out with Hoppa getting ready to go down on the back end of the fight. As Anamo tries to retreat and should be able to do so successfully.
Yep, he's just going to roll right on the edge. Remember here, this is going to be a pretty nice opening for NYXL.
Yeah, the wall comes up to cut them off, but the Guangzhou Charge just push into the members of the NYXL. They say, you know what, doesn't matter if we lost out on our McCree, we can still move forward. Mortality Field's going to be taken down by the Coalescence as Nene manages to find 2. Char and Rio both gone. The wall comes up to block that one off, so doesn't manage to find anything with that. Grab now in response from Krong comes through. Blizzard going to be tossed out. Gets the freeze here onto Rio, the focus fire coming in onto the Reinhardt. A very scrappy fight back and forth, but it's only the 1 kill picked up here for the Guangzhou Charge as they lose out on 4, now a 5th. So we'll just have to reset and come back in, but that was a lot of their tools. Nene here on this high ground. Sound barrier going to be used right now. Guangzhou Charge look for an opportunity, sees the break on the shield, knows that he can get the kills, comes up with 2 on the back of the Deadeye. Great focus fire from the members of the NYXL to go ahead and shut down Rio's shield. Allows them to get the wall. Krong falls low, will get top back up slowly as Rio waits for the ice block to go away. Deadeye now out from Happy, forces them behind the center pylon here in the map. Grab comes out solo onto Rio. Immortality Field will keep him alive as Krong gets frozen. The Immortality Field gets focused down, they find the kill. Happy able to drag one back as then he will be eliminated. Again, they find more to get this flip into their favor. Nero now gone, OT bleeding away. No one makes it to the point in time, and the NYXL, after barely scraping tick, pick up as NYXL are just looking to force the Guangzhou Charge off of this point, but Mono has overstepped just a little bit. They get the collapse onto the enemy Winston, Krong taking him down, but Rio just gets absolutely destroyed, melted before he can use the Primal Rage, and that could be a big turning point here in the fight for the side of the NYXL. EMP comes up first for Oxal, throws that one out, instantly finds 3, including both of the supports, just for good measure. Then he will go ahead and commit the Death Blossom to the fight to clean up 3 more, and that will be
faster. And look at Chara in the top right. He's hacked at this moment, can't provide a sound barrier. Krong's out of position.
Is now going to be lapping him. Has another one ready to go. Throws the translocator up over the top, throws out the EMP. Rio already going to be gone, as yet again, it's Krong, Char, and Shu all caught by the EMP. Char under fire, trying to retreat, will just get finished off here at the end because he knows he can't use this sound barrier now. He Wraith walk away. A little bit of an overstep from him, but still holds on to the Death Blossom. Now Rio going to be gone. The EMP comes out. Sound barrier out from Chara. Does manage to get some majority of the team, but there's so much damage, so much focus fire onto Happy. They know how close he is to that next EMP. They know that that could be the one thing that really stops this cart from moving forward. So they get rid of him, delaying that further and just moving their way up. Rio jumps back in. Krong has to go ahead and use the self-destruct to re-mech. Nero going to be teleporting into the back, has the Blossom ready to go, but spots out the Diva, knows that he can't use it, and instead everybody just turns on to him and takes him down. Doesn't get an opportunity and might not get one. There you go, no one touching the point. The cart just inches in.
Very careful about how they engage this.
Well, there you have it. 4 members going to be hacked, but Char does have the sound barrier. Can they convert this into a team fight win is now the question. On the side of the Guangzhou Charge. Got back up the top from Mono, looking to recontest, but Nero is just cleaning up, man. Just a find 2, a boop off the side of the map onto Anamo. Char getting some revenge here for Shu in that last team fight. Mono and Hotba back over here trying to keep things going. Point still not being contested. Mono will get that sound barrier.
They want to
He should
contest?
have an idea that he has this. Because they have that shield, they're going to push back forward. Death Blossom comes out. Going to be matched now by Nero. With the help of Happy, they will go ahead and finish off Nene before he can do some more damage. Char, however, going to be out. Krong now. D-Mech self-destruct going to be used, looking to buy some space, and it has brought enough. Cap comes in onto point A as NYXL are now going to have Rio falling dangerously low. It seems like he will get enough healing pushed back out to keep him in the fight so he can continue, as can the rest of the team. Self-destruct from Krong, managed to find Hawksall. TP now coming out from Nero, works his way into the back, holds onto the Death Blossom, waits for his moment, now drops it. See the D-Matrix coming through there from Hoppa, mitigated just a little bit of that damage, but they got the break on the mech, they get the supports, and they get point B.
Yeah, New York was just playing for stall time there. I mean, they were
From that EMP, and they want to get across the finish line. Wraith Walk used from Nero to keep himself safe, goes out, doesn't use the Death Blossom, but still does get taken down. But he and Char are now falling. Guangzhou Charge again, gonna have to reset and go for a last second push.
So unfortunate. I mean, a really nice boop from Chara, and Nene didn't react correctly, popped his Death Blossom. He's halfway to another one here. That was
Deny the follow-up from the Guangzhou Charge. Answering EMP is absolutely huge from the side of Hawksall, catching 5 members. Yet again, Rio going to be taken down, doesn't get to use the Primal Rage. They get the headshot kill onto Nero. Chara now eliminated. 45 seconds left in the time bank for the Guangzhou Charge with just 2 ultimates to use. Can they make this happen? It is looking less and less. Huge moves from him. They get a break onto Hot Buzz Mech and finish off that Baby Diva. EMP comes through. Sound barrier out from Anamo yet again, shielding up the rest of the team that is still alive. Now Hawksall responds in kind. Chara tries to come in, tries to be the hero, drops the sound barrier, but it's too late for Rio. He's already out of the fight. Krong cannot stay in the mech. They take him down. The Death Blossom from Nero sets up for a kill onto Mono, but they need a hell of a lot more than that if they want to get this payload moved into the finish line. Self-destruct into the back line, finds Nero. They get the cleanup onto Chara again, and it was a very nice NYXL coalescence rolling here for Shu. Jonak now has his in response. Anamo a little bit further ahead towards that sound barrier as well, so the defensive ultimates certainly are going to be there for the NYXL if they want to keep this fight going. More importantly though, EMP is ready, throws it out. Hawksall does die instantly, but it might not matter, and it does not. The kills come in on the back end. He got enough people on the side of the Guangzhou Charge for NYXL to capitalize. And with the shields rolling, trying to find success. Death Blossom comes through. D-Matrix is there to chew up the damage. Now Nene waiting for his opportunity. Drops it in, finds Nero. Will get taken down by the coalescence out from Shu. Long falling low, does get knocked out of the mech, gets forced to use that self-destruct. Hoppa using his own. Neither is going to be finding any kills, but Hawksall will capitalize on the Baby Diva, finishing off Krong. The tanks still waiting to respawn as the second tick comes through on the point. Still 4 minutes in the time bank here for the NYXL. They look to finish this map. Coalescence comes in, EMP going to be tossed, but Chara goes up over the top. Nene retreats in behind the sarcophagus as Krong will make it back into the mech. Death Blossom from Nero finds Hawksall, knew that he had that health pack hacked, and does manage to finish him off. That's going to allow for Happy to catch back up. The Matrix comes through, but no, Krong going to be melted out of that mech, so cannot continue to protect his squad. Nene finishes off that pilot form Diva, as Rio goes in with a Primal Rage, looking desperately to find a kill. Gets the cleave in, Char collapses, Jonak going to be gone. They finish off Nene as well, and it seems like yet again the Guangzhou Charge will be able to hold on.
Yeah, really nice play by Nero to catch Hawksall.
Krong, the hack will expire as he stays safe for a little bit longer. Gets forced out of the mech, uses the self-destruct. Hawksall going to be gone. Nero again comes in with the Death Blossom, but this time it will be Nene who comes out on top. Strikes him down. A follow-up now onto Rio. Chara up on the wall, trying to stay elusive, trying to keep things contested on the point. Cannot stay alive long enough. It seems like NYXL should finally have made this happen. Coalescence out as it's a solo Moira. The focus fire comes in. They try to shove him off the point. It actually will lead to a break on the mech of Hotba, forcing him to use the self-destruct. And now Mono is going to be taken down. They get a hack on the Nene. And oh my god, I think that the Guangzhou Charge might just have made this turnaround happen.
And they've got
Happy still holding onto an EM. Finish off that Baby Diva yet.
There's the Primal.
Will go ahead, he drops that down, gets back into the mech. The Death Blossom from Nene, wreaking havoc, finds Krong, finds Chara. They start ticking their way back up, but they haven't gained any percentage yet. Hawksall jumps up over the top, looking for some more kills, some more targets to hack as the rest of the Guangzhou Charge string their way out onto the point. Rio pops the Primal Rage, but there's just too much damage. Then he finds the headshot to go ahead and finish him off, and it seems like this should just be a matter of time. Self-destruct thrown down on the corner, looking for a pick, will not be able to find one. Krong will not be able to survive, and Char cannot get there in time to use the sound barrier to try to keep the fight going.
I don't know how effective it's going to be versus Afara. Here comes a Nano.
Nano is used onto Nero. He pushes up. Barrage comes down, finds Rio, but instantly Mono and Amo both going to be eliminated. Nero now trying to escape. Wraps his way out around the corner. Will be able to stay topped up here for the moment as Krong desperately asks for some healing from Shu. Make their way back over towards the point where Hoppa is still going to be defending. Pushes up to contest the high ground, has to drop back down. Sleep Dart, but woken up immediately. Guangzhou Charge still continue to build up their ultimates.
Buying so much time, New York is,
First
though.
tick.
They're going to re-engage.
Second tick now on the way. Hoppa taking a lot of damage. The sound barrier going to be used by Char. He goes in, manages to find Jonak. Happy, pulling back pretty deep there. Tries to get the deny on the res, but they cannot find it. Namo brings Jonak back into the fray, but he is completely surrounded. Still does manage to stay alive for a little bit longer here, does Jonak, but will get taken down in the end, as will Anamo, and the cap will come through on point A.
Something happened here. They've already used their EMP, so it's tough to engage. They're going to go ahead and nano for the start, but look at this position here.
Yep, they all in onto Mono. Sleep Dart now onto Nero. Sound Barrier will keep him safe for the moment, and the Bionade will expire. Guangzhou Charge want this to be the fight. They get the break onto Hoppa's mech. They finish off the Baby Diva. Manage to use that bubble to go ahead and absorb the self-destruct explosion so no one gets taken down. Death Blossom ready from Nero, waiting for his opportunity. Forces Hoxel to jump away. Sound Barrier used by Anamo. We'll see how long they can wait this one out. Guangzhou Charge start retreating away from the point where they still have not gotten down. Hoppa punishing him. Leap comes in from Rio. EMP goes out. Manages to find two. The Bionade on top of the Winston as well means that Rio is a goner. Cannot do anything. Happy trying to build up. Almost has the EMP ready to go. Push back in onto the point. Nero managing to find one. Gets rid of Hoppa, punishing him after he uses the ult. The Death Blossom will find Anamo. Sound Barrier going to be dropped. It's just for Char and for Nero as Rio swaps over onto the Wrecking Ball to try to rejoin in quickly. Mono taken down. Spam shots coming in on the Nene, try to keep him alive. They do manage to find the kill. Now they're looking for a little bit more. 84.5% built up for the side of the Guangzhou Charge. Can they actually make this happen?
Happy's
coming back in. The EMP is still going to be ready. Self-destruct out on the point from Krong. Looking for a pick. Will not be able to find one, but will be able to make it back into the mech safely. EMP comes through. Manages to find both the tanks. And Nano Boost used, however, onto Mono. Will keep him alive. Hoxel going to be taken down. Hoppa out of the mech. The Death Blossom comes in from Nero, and he finds two. That might just be good enough. They managed to finish him off. Nene pushing forward. Gets rid of the opposing Reaper. Shu will strike him down, just holding down that right click. Gets rid of Nene. NYXL streaming onto the point one after the other, trying to get this defense up, but they cannot make it happen, and it will be a minute apiece. Happy gets the spot there. Onto the Genji. Gets the shot. Happy striking down Hoxel. Follows up, finds a second one, gets rid of Nene. Now Jonak going to be gone. The Bionade goes out from Shu, and they might have just actually done this. The res will bring Jonak back into the fray, but it doesn't matter. Nobody can touch the point, and after a series of incredible headshots at the versus Hoxel, so wants to try play a little more sneakily. The Shu just going to be ripped apart. Hoxel finding the kills. Happy now going to be taken down. 17 seconds remaining for the Guangzhou Charge. Somebody's going to have to stay alive. Try to get the touch here onto the point. Rio still taken down. Hoxel doing an incredible job, showing a performance much like we just saw from Happy.
No backdoors.
And with no one tagging in the translocator, you can see it in slow. Got the thing there onto Bianca's mech. Hoxel going to get nano boosted, just farming up those right clicks off of Krong. Does get eliminated in the end, but Nero finds Mono, so a tank for a tank. Sight going to be expiring now for Happy's. Hoxel gets the shurikens in onto Nero, finishing him off. Dragon Blade now to come through to try to guarantee this point A take. Hoxel will find Rio for a little bit more, but everybody else going to be gone, and the cart will go ahead and glide in.
We saw a taste of this Hoxel tank line, which essentially peels and keeps him alive.
Well, they spot Krong around the back. Bionade goes out onto three members of the Guangzhou Charge, and Shu does get eliminated before he can use the Transcendence there. Krong on as well, so 2 for 1 as Happy tries to trade things back, getting the headshot onto Jonak. Dive up over the top from Mono's, looking to put the pressure on the enemy Widowmaker, which it will, forces him out of the room.
Here we go, Nano Blade.
Nano Boost is out. Hoxel coming around the backside, looking for a target, is just going to get shoved all the way into the back. Manages to find Happy in the end. He's getting out pressured on the other side, the other exit of the distillery here. Dive in, comes through onto Shu. They finish him off. Krong solo on the cart, tries to extend this defense, but cannot make it happen.
Right now, as the Charge does.
Protect the payload.
Well, that's exactly what Guangzhou wants to see. Very Happy also going to be A lot of peeled here as Mono just giving a nice little
They're
wave.
just
He knows that
staggering
he's
him.
dead.
Like, there's like, oh, you want to come all the way out here as Winston versus Discord or, you know, Storm?
Big whip was such a massive displacement there from the Primal Rage that just kind of used that out and didn't hit anybody with the grab. That being said, Mono still does get taken down, but Namo is quick on the res to bring him back into the fight. Dragon Blade coming through, Transcendence is out, but Chara still so squishy. Cleared in with the Bionade from Jonak. Thanks for 2 targets, now 3 gone to the Dragon Blade. Deflection out, Hoxa will find a 4th. As Chara desperately swaps now over onto the Lucio to get the tag on the cart.
Desperate swap for Nero as well. Rio, Krong, everybody's
Going to come back in. Self-destruct tossed out from Bianca. Goes up over the top, pushes Krong away from the cart, knocks him out of that mech. Now Chara going to be gone as well from Jonak. Bionade lobbed in. Keeps his team topped up. Hoxa with a sliver of HP will get rolled over as Rio rejoins into the fray, but just doesn't have the health for it. The shield that he popped, there was not enough enemy members around to get a big shield, and they just chew through that. The translocate away from the cart. Shots coming down from above. Just almost shred Anamo, and with the help of the Discord Orb tossed in from Shu, Happy will find the kill. Now gets the follow-up onto Nene. For his next target. Gets the dink on Mono as he leaps out. Happy's aim is just absolutely absurd. Jonak, on the other hand, throws out a damage orb and just kind of randomly happens to get a kill onto Shu, but it doesn't matter. The Guangzhou Charge have broken through. They get the res.
They need.
The jump here into the back line onto Shu to try to take him down, but Hoxa just couldn't get the shots woven in there in time. Nene eliminated by Nero, who continues to push forward, gets the direct shot there onto Jonak. T-Matrix comes out to try to protect the rest of the squad, but it doesn't matter. Hoxa is already finished off. Now Mono gone. Nero, this guy's aim with the Pharah is just out of this world.
It's just going to be a preemptive minefield to prevent the encroach here of the NYXL players. You can see they can't really touch comfortably.
Bianca had to push into that one. Happy just sitting on the high ground here. 100 HP, down to half, doesn't really mind. Knows that there's not really anyone at all on the side of the NYXL that can threaten him in that. So, yeah, hide behind the tree. They'll never expect it.
He revealed himself. That's big.
He does reveal himself, takes a lot of damage into the dynamite, comes out, Happy finds the kill. Nero in the meantime picks Bianca out of the mech.
This is looking fantastic for Guangzhou.
Yeah, this is catastrophic now for the NYXL. Nene eliminated by Krong. As the cart will continue to advance. To get the kill here onto Shu does force out that Transcendence. But he will get finished off in the end. Nero looking for the drop down. Cannot get that kill. The Bob just going to be eliminated so far. That's all that NYXL have been able to get for themselves, as Nero will yet again lob that rocket in to finish off Baby Diva. EMP still committed to the fight. Finds Nero, finds Chara. The ladder will fall, but the cart is uncontested, and it's 4 minutes 18 seconds now in the timing for the Guangzhou Charge.
Yeah, this is when you start pulling your pocket watches out and looking at the time, and you know, eyebrows are
careful at managing his fuel now, but you can see just how expert he is at this. Pushes his way back over to the front with a concussive blast. Rockets now coming down from above. Hoxall going to be eliminated, but not before Krong does get taken down. They get the D-Mech onto the Baby Diva here, or onto Bianca rather, and get the finishing blow. Krong is rezzed back in. A little opportunity for this barrage, but just hasn't pulled the trigger on it yet. Bubble comes down. Mono got nowhere to go. There you go. Pops him with that barrage. Pokes back around the corner here for the Guangzhou Charge. Nero flicking his mouse, trying to redirect his head, making sure that he cannot have that lineup come through from Nene to get the kill. So far, it's working wonderfully. Whole hog out from Krong to push everybody away from the cart as they try to roll this one in. And they will be able to do so here. 2 minutes and 5 seconds, so barely beating the NYXL. Deflection being used by Hoxall, gets the body shot, but can't line it up on the head yet. Body tag there onto Anamo as well, pressuring them out as best as he can. Hoxall dives in, finds Chara, getting the kill. Transcendence now rolling from Shu as Hoxall gets in on top of Happy, finishing him off with the right clicks. Now looks to farm onto Krong. Would love to hold on to this Dragon Blade, and with the hack coming in, should be able to do so. Krong cannot take a breather, cannot heal himself, and NYXL
Rio just contesting, just alone, just slowing it down.
Moving in as he can. Sleep Dart does not connect onto Hoxall. Manages to find Shu with the blade. Mono taking down Nero way in the back line as Happy is going to be suffering the same exact fate. Mono cleaves them down. Rio tries to come to the rescue, but he just cannot do enough. It's looking like NYXL should be able to get themselves a point beat.
Your whole 2020 might just slip through.
Oh, that's a good start. The Dragon Strike now going to be tossed out over onto the cart. They can clear that for long enough that OT bar will plummet. EMP is used, finds 4 members on the side of the Guangzhou Charge, but no one eliminated here.
Very bad EMP, very
Still, though, the
mistimed.
cart is contested. Rio going to be taken down. Bianca knocked out of the mech, looks for the baby diva, misses the first shot, misses the second. For a little bit more, because they have to stay on that cart. Minefield comes in to play. Happy follows up on the back of that explosion, gets the kill on the Bianca. Now Anamo going to be gone. No immortality field is there. Krong receives a nano boost out from Shu, as they will finally be able to clear the cart and stop NYXL's push. Little tag repositions over to the side. Tagged again from Shu. Now will be very much forced out, but Shu got him as he trying to grapple to the side. There's no mercy on the side of the NYXL, so they cannot bring him back into the fray. He's going to have to be running back in. Mono will fall, the front line crumbling here for the side of the NYXL. Bianca popped out, finished off, and like you say, very great start for the Guangzhou Charge.
It feels like he's always behind NYXL, right? He's behind buffing the cart, right?
For.
So why contest here?
Not worth going for. They still keep going for it. Let's see if NYXL can make me look like a fool. Krong already going to be gone. Happy taken down by Nene. Finds one. Rio does get mono, but they still play the cart!
It might not matter, though.
So they allow the cart to get pushed through. It might not. We'll have to see. Rio is still alive. The minefield has taken down 2. Both supports, I do believe, falling to that. Now Bianca loses out on the mech. There's still 10 seconds left for the rest of the Guangzhou Charge to get reset and come back in.
I think
sleeping. They get a sleep dart onto him. Can they get the collapse? The answer is going to be yes. Anamo pushing forward, manages to find that kill. Chara, can he get a res off? I'm going to go ahead and venture a guess and say no. Pulse bomb out from Nene. The res does come through after enough space is created, but Hoxel leaps up over the top and hacks all 4 of the remaining members of the side of the Guangzhou Charge. Krong, however, does manage to strike back, finds 1 kill, punishing the Sombra. But Krong, now Chara are all eliminated. Rio rejoins, drops in the minefield, is trying desperately to knock some of the members of the NYXL into these mines, but they get the sound barrier shielding from Anamo, and they cannot continue the push. The New York Excelsior.